This is part 2 of a video to make your phone box in CAD. Now, if you haven't done so already, it's important that you should save your work. So go to File, up here, and then Save. You can just click it there. Find yourself or create yourself a DT folder, maybe a CAD folder inside that, and save it as a phone box or whatever you want. Okay. Now, once you are doing that, what we are going to try and do in this video is take you to the next 2 levels on your phone box, which is the acrylic parts. This is important because you will use these bits now to and use these files to laser cut. So in your part it should look something like this, and you can click on this little button here to bring it to a nice isometric view. Start a 2D sketch. And this time you don't get those free work planes that come up, but you have to select a flat plane. So far we can see these 3. You want to select the front plane there, okay, and you may need to zoom all to bring that into the right place. Now, the easiest way for us to start drawing this is if you could probably see something called project geometry at the top here. If you select that and go to the second one down, it says project cut edges. What that does is it takes all the lines that are cut out already and puts them onto your sketch so that you don't have to draw them. So that's now put all those lines there for us. The second thing that you want to do is select a 2-point rectangle there, and I want you to come over and hover in line with this line here and this line here, and you can see when you become the right place you get this dotted line along there. Click once and let go, and then move it, and this box wants to be the same dimensions as your phone. So my phone is 140, I'm going to press tab to go to the next dimension, and it's 70 there, and then press enter. Okay, and then I want you to finish your sketch. Watch it move from this tab over to here, so finish sketch, see it moves over, and you can see over here we've got a sketch 2. Our first sketch is inside this extrusion here. Now we want to go to extrude again, and this time where you can either select this part or this part here. I want you to select this part. It thinks you want to do it at 20 millimeters. Again, that's what you did the last one at. So we're just going to change that dimension to 5 millimeters. Alright, and it's really important that you press this button here called New Solid. That means it is a different material, or it will just join to the backboard. So it needs to be a different material because it's acrylic, not wood. Okay, so you must press that button and then press OK. Alright, and there you have your material. And can you see that that sketch has now been tucked nicely inside this extrusion tool here. You're then going to repeat the same process again, but we are first going to now work on the inside part. So I want you to create a start a 2D sketch and put it on this area here. Okay, select that front area. Now I want you to create a 2-point rectangle. So select it from here, and then come to this area here. And you may want to project the cut edges as well before we actually start this. It's now, can you see it's now selected that whole area. Then we want to select a 2-point rectangle and just click on that line. Make sure you lock onto that line there. Click once and let go, and just bring it down. Before you click again, just change this first dimension to 5 millimeters, but don't worry about the second dimension. So you can just press enter according to whatever you've done. You're going to define that second dimension by creating dimensions from the edge. So I want you to click this button and then click on this line. It thinks you are dimensioning that line. Don't click again. I want you to then come down and click on this line here. And now you can see that you're dimensioning between this line and this line. Click one more time on the outside, so that's 3 clicks to do the whole thing, and then tap in 10, like that. You're going to click again, you click on this line here. It thinks you're doing that until you click on the bottom of a rectangle you've just clicked on, and then click on the outside there and tap in 10 millimeters. That's now giving you a nice square here. I want you then to dimension from the top part of this square, top right of this square, and draw yourself a nice kind of rectangle down like this. We want to make sure this rectangle is 10 millimeters away from the edges. So click on the dimension button. This one's already done. All right. Then click on this edge and then this line and then the edge of your part there, and then click again. So that's 3 clicks to do the dimension and tap in 10. Do the same for the bottom line. So click on that line, click on the bottom, and then click in the middle. That's 3 clicks, and change that to 10 millimeters. We've now drawn 2 rectangles. I want you to finish your sketch. Go to the extrude button, and this time you want to select this square and this rectangle, sorry, rectangles, not squares. And then instead of just clicking OK, I want you to click on this button. This, instead of extruding, cuts the material away. So if we click that, it automatically reverses the direction, so it's gone from here to here, and then it's also cut the material, and it's taken it by 5 millimeters, which was the last dimension you used. You can then press OK. The last thing I want you to do is to start a 2D sketch and place it on this edge here, like that. And then I want you to project your cut edges. See how it takes all of that, those lines, and adds them in. Finish your sketch, and then just go to extrude and extrude that. Important again that you click on new solid because it's a separate piece of material, separate piece of acrylic, and then click OK. And that is enough for this part. Make sure you save your work.